104.1 KRBE.
Let's go.
Good morning.
The Roula and Ryan Show.
With Eric.
It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni and cheese hot dog.
Ryan. I am the worst DJ ever. With Eric.
We're the champions of the world!
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
Who wants to party?
We made it!
It's Friday, February 7th of 2025 at 6:01 a.m. It is the Friday before the Super Bowl.
Yes,
which
we don't
means-
have to say the big game. We can actually say the Super Bowl.
Because we're
giving
not
stuff
giving
away.
away a ticket. That's right. So already you're maybe plotting your Monday plan of how are you going to say, I have to come in at noon or not at all.
Yeah.
If
Sounds
you are
like
the-
somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Because everybody will.
But then
on
some people
Monday.
want to go in that if they're like an Eagles fan or a Chiefs fan.
Oh, to
then-
gloat?
If their team wins or
Yeah.
they want to talk about the game or, commercials and stuff.
Is there that office camaraderie like there used to be at most places? Because we've learned that
Yeah,
more and
just
more
here we're
people are... No, just more and more
here we
people
don't
are
about
working remotely, that's all.
Don't look at me
you
in the
can-
I still
hallway.
feel like there's more people.
If you can kill time by not working and just talk,
Absolutely.
hell yeah, you'll talk
The
to
coffee
anybody.
badgers. We talk about the coffee badgers. You swipe your badge to get into the building, go get some coffee, talk to some people, be like, all right, my time's done here. I'm
Yep.
going to go home. Everyone looks like when things I just worked and I did not work.
Yeah.
So if you're just tuning in and you heard the first part of what happened on yesterday's Rule and Ryan's Roses, let's go with part two.
No, we had so many people call after that where their kids had tried to sabotage their relationship and dealing with step parents. Got a lot of listener line calls.
We could probably play one of them maybe like 6:40 or something. Or,
Yeah.
Unless you have time now.
We'll go
but
over that. Now let's just get going.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's just
I don't
get
wanna
going.
I don't want to get behind. We get behind.
Yeah,
and
we're
then we're on time.
actually on time for a change.
Yeah.
Shocking.
People don't realize behind the scenes here, there is a science to this madness. Like, we have to have certain things done by a certain time.
I know. Everything's on time. When I was a kid watching Letterman, which is now Stephen Colbert, he would always talk to the person behind the camera saying, how much time? How much time? That's the first little taste of behind the scenes I ever saw, like as a kid. Like, who's he talking to? And they never show that person. How much time? How much time? I go, who cares how much time? Just keep going.
If you're
No,
syndicated too, you got like you do like this would be like a local break.
Oh, yeah.
Talking just to Houston, and then they have another clock that tells you, okay, you're about to go with the national feed, and then they play some music, and then you jump in, and then you make it sound. All of a sudden, you'd reset the show and say, "Yep, you're listening to the Rule and Ryan show with Eric," and then Houston wouldn't
Yeah,
know
they
it,
insert that in there.
and then the new people from all around the country would hear it.
See, there's a big difference between a podcaster and a broadcaster. You know,
Right.
anybody can podcast.
Podcast, you have all the time you want. You can make it 30 minutes or an hour, kind of like our raw feed that we do at krb.com or download the app. You can hear the raw feed.
Are there maybe somebody would let me know, is there a podcast that does like what we do, or just fun and just a bunch of different things? You never know what's going to happen. You might know a few things like of roses on a Thursday. Mm-hmm. Because
Do
a
they
lot
have,
of
like,
them I feel like
staples?
are just, this one is true crime. This
What about the
is
one with
about
Jason
weird
Bateman
facts.
and Dax Shepard? What about that one?
Oh, I'm not sure. What's that
Is
called?
that kind of
That one's,
riffing?
that's it's Will Arnett and
Dax?
Sean. Oh my God, he was in Will and Grace.
Oh, yeah,
Sean Hayes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sean
Okay.
Hayes.
Sorry, I thought so. Dax not in that one.
No.
Okay, not Jason Bateman either.
He's in it.
Okay,
Those
okay.
three.
Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes.
That one they just bring new people out every episode. You never know.
but they just
Like,
go all
you and
over
I-
with it.
Kevin, we all take turns bringing somebody on without telling you guys who it is.
Oh, that's
so you
cool.
have no time to prep.
And you have to guess who they are when they walk in, or you actually
Nope,
know
you
who
see
they
who they are, and all of a sudden then it's like,
Oh,
you have no
okay.
questions
we
ready.
would be great at that because there's nobody that we can't interview. I
Yeah,
mean,
you just but they'll bring
Well,
in like a
there's
huge
couple
celebrity.
There's a couple
We've tried
had a
a
hard
few.
in
time
the beginning,
interviewing.
we had a few
We'll
misfires.
talk, how about we go down memory lane on that one next interview?
Oh, yeah.
Some of the worst
can think of
interviews
one.
in the history of the Rule and Ryan show. You want to know that? Yeah, you're going to get that. Here's your official weather for today.
Okay, so it's going to be more of the same. Honestly, I was so engaged in the conversation, I wasn't looking at the weather screen. So it's going to be a high in the low 80s. Might see a little sun peeking through those clouds in the afternoon. Right now, 69 degrees and 6:09 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Celebrity Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Brought to you by Taquerias Arandas.
I kind of like this new theme. It's very chill.
Where's the woo, 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 woo?
I won't
That
miss,
could be on the next one.
Yeah, I won't miss
I
that.
won't miss her
Yeah,
at
that
all.
one.
That one, ugh.
Okay, so it's Super Bowl weekend. And what we know as Houstonians, after hosting 2 Super Bowls in recent memory because we weren't around for the first one. Not many people were.
No.
As broadcasters, anyway, from a broadcasting point of view.
I don't think any of us were alive the first Super Bowl.
I think it was like in the 60s or something.
Yeah. This whole week has been Radio Row in the host city, which in this case is New Orleans. Radio Row is where all of the global media collect in the convention center, hotel, wherever they have made that the base camp. And all these different celebrities come through and kind of hit all these different interviews in one shot, right? So I remember when we had the 2017 Super Bowl here. Eric got us Craig Davidson, who's Daryl from The Office.
Or Robinson.
Craig Robinson.
Craig Robinson, yeah sorry.
Well, I brought him in because he was at the Improv, so I got him credentialed. I did all the work, and then
everybody was using him because he was on the floor.
I'm like, screw you people. I'm brought him in.
He was
Hang
really
with
fun.
us.
And I forgot
always a
about
good
this
time.
until Eric talked about. Was this the time hop picture reminded you when you and Joe Buck took a picture together? Of your
No, I got the
caricature?
time. You remember
I think
I
Ryan
told
did.
you yesterday, I said, oh, my time hop popped up, and there we are with Joe Buck.
With the caricature of Eric that looks like Joe Buck?
Yeah, I'll go through my Facebook. I'll find it for you, and I'll
Yeah,
send
'cause I
it to
took
you.
that. I found a photo of my son and I. I took my son to Universal Studios. We did one of those caricatures where they make your face look just different, and I look like Joe Buck. But
they
one of my
elongate
buddies
it.
goes, "Eric, you look like Joe Buck. You don't look." And so when I finally got to hang out with Joe Buck for like 30,
Yeah.
maybe a minute, and I go, "Look at," he goes, "Holy crap,
That's me."
I have the audio somewhere. I don't know where I put it.
So we had a pretty good time at Radio Row. We didn't have anything like flop on us per se. Here on the
Pizza
Roula
guy
and
was
Ryan show with
there.
Eric. Which
It was right
pizza
before
guy?
Papa John guy controversy.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody was going nuts for him.
John from Papa John's was making the round.
racist guy.
He said the N-word in a conference meeting that was recorded, and then he had to step down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he had to step down from being the face of the pizza. So here in our studio, we've had lots of celebrities on the phone and in the room. On the phone, we've had some epic fails. And the crazy thing is, the show that I'm talking about is still on. Yet I don't think any of us have ever jumped on this show the way the phenomenon, they have a whole sector of fans that just love it. Law and Order.
Is that the one Sam's into?
Law and Order goes ding, ding.
Yeah. SVU.
They've got SVU with Mariska Hargitay. They've
But
got
the
the regular
original,
Well,
one.
they used to call it SUV.
I did call it SUV. It's SVU, Special Victims
That's where I've
Unit.
learned so many things about dead people
And
like
crime.
going, in my walks.
Do you know
looking for
what?
them.
So the original,
They taught you well.
the original is called just regular Law and Order,
Right.
Yeah.
And it was the dad from Dirty Dancing, aka Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast, and Chris Noth, who was Mr. Big from Sex and the
No,
City.
wait.
Wasn't that Law and Order?
No,
In the
no. You're,
original?
you're mixing up. You're talking about Sam as the guy
Yeah,
you're going to
Sam
bring up.
Waterstone or something.
Right, but I'm building who else is in the original
Oh, I
cast.
thought you meant the person we interviewed.
No.
Oh, because
the
the
original cast
dad-
had Chris Noth, and
Yeah.
I forgot his name
I know what
in
you
real
mean.
life, but it's Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast. What's
Yeah.
his name? Oh my God! Somebody look him up.
No, that Lumiere is Jerry Orbach.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
in Law and Order
Yeah, he was in Law and Order.
Okay.
with Chris Noth.
Okay, but we didn't
There-
interview Jerry Orbach.
Guys, let me get there. I haven't. Sam Waterston is also one of the original cast members, and
That's what she was
he's
trying
the
to
one
say.
they offered us. They did not offer us Chris Noth. They did not offer us Jerry Orbach.
Oh,
They
Chris-
offered us
Chris
Sam
Noth would have been
Waterston.
great because
Yeah,
of Sex and the
Mr. Big.
City.
because of Sex and the City. And Sam Waterston, I remember Eric goes, y'all want to interview him? And I said, well, I don't really watch Law and Order. My sister's crazy for it because all around the world, here's a little fun fact. As a flight attendant, she said anywhere in the world she lands and goes to the hotel room, there's always some version of a Law and Order on with
I'm sure
subtitles.
there is.
Law and
I'm sure
Order is like the
there
thing. So
Yep.
she watches all this Law and Order around the world because that's like the only show that would be on, like solid. So I'm like, okay, I've only seen like maybe half an episode or one. So he just was so.
Did we do it live or did we record it?
It had to have been live, Eric, because there's
It
no
was live.
way we recorded that
It
and then
was live.
aired it.
It was
so
live
bad.
and it was so bad.
It's like you would ask him a question and he would just like take a pause before he answered. Like, hello, are you still there? Are you there? And then he'd be like,
I mean, he
Yeah,
was.
one word
this
answers.
guy, you could have like shot
was
him full of adrenaline and maybe brought
was
him to
really
life.
bad.
He was so snoozy.
and he actually set the baseline for us to not want to interview somebody we don't know the show.
Yeah.
That's why when Robin Toomey from CBS's The Mentalist, no, what was she on? It was a new CBS show. She was also in The Craft.
That's how I know her, The Craft.
We didn't want to interview her because we didn't watch the show. And we're like, no, it's okay. So we let an intern do it. And then she got mad and called us out like, what is this? Like, who are you?
Can I
She
take a
got
guess?
so mad.
On the second, because there was, I count three really. Another one I would have to say would be Bo Bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a show on NBC called 10. Like
Yeah.
for the Richter scale, it was like a huge disaster
Earthquake
movie
movie.
on NBC, like a
Well,
miniseries
you think
about Los Angeles falling into the
They're
ocean.
actors. You think they're about to perform they're talking to
You
somebody.
got to be on.
To promote. Have some fun. Nope.
And it was terrible.
Yeah.
Because he just he was not interested at all in the interview, and he wouldn't really give us any answers. And we're like, okay, so.
One of my favorite interviews I was excited about, but these fools over here embarrassed me.
Yeah, Eric's still mad about
AJ
this.
Styles and Drew McIntyre, two huge wrestling stars. They were just on
you into wrestling.
Royal Rumble last weekend, and Rula.
I didn't know
AJ
anything
Styles
about
is
them.
the phenomenal one.
I have no idea.
And then Rula's like thinking, "Oh, you're both. Hey, you phenomenal too? Are you the phenomenal one?" And it's like, I'm like, holy crap! They make money off their T-shirts. Like, they survive off those shirts. Like, say the phenomenal one, AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre. Remember,
And that's
AJ's
where
like,
we learned
he got so mad
Eric
at you.
should take the lead on wrestling interviews if
I
he's
think
going
I
to
was
book
out
them,
that day.
because we do not. I don't watch that.
Yeah.
I just started laughing.
Oh,
I thought
man.
that was funny because
I had no idea that me saying the word phenomenal towards the other guy was sacrilege.
Oh, man.
I was dying laughing.
Do you
Wow,
remember
so phenomenal.
when Vanessa Hudgens came in?
She was a
That was
stiff.
pretty,
She
that's
was
that's
kind
an
of-
in-studio bad one.
She was.
Oh.
But now,
Yes, Kevin, tell everybody behind the scenes what happened, because she had come off of the fame of High School Musical, but now she was trying to do this real serious movie.
She played like a runaway junkie type character.
And I write songs for the show, so I had her in the side studio, and I was like, "Hey, I came up with something, kind of fun. It just takes a minimal part from you.
High School Musical,
Yeah,
she
High
can
School
sing.
Musical. This is kind of like your lane." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to do that with you."
which takes me up. Speaking of wrestling,
shut it
she's
down.
on wrestling like 3 weeks ago. She jumped in the ring and started,
Vanessa Hudgens
started yeeting and stuff.
Are you
Jey Uso
kidding me?
this guy goes yeet, does all this stuff. She's out there doing all this stuff, smiling, laughing. I'm like, that is not the same person that we saw.
At all.
And the third one on my list
That girl.
was
we say it
T.I.
together?
right before
Oh,
he
yeah.
went to jail.
Yep.
Right? That's what he had.
He was asleep.
T.I. right before he went to jail was not interested at all. I don't know how, Eric, you got that.
He was resting.
But
The day
he didn't
before was
care
gonna-
to be on the radio.
The day before going to jail, I'm like, oh, this is huge.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, it wasn't huge. Maybe it was huge to say we had, hey, this
Well, it could have been if he was
person
good.
that was,
It
hot
was,
in social news. But
1 to 2 word answers. That's all he would give. Yeah.
I mean, how are you feeling right now? Your family, or
I'm good.
what's like a plan for tomorrow? No, I don't know.
And if you're not going to play, you can't. No matter how good of an interviewer
And it was
you
live, so
are,
it was
you
so
can't-
painful.
And the live stuff is
It's
dangerous.
awkward.
So
It was like
glad I
pulling.
wasn't
It was
there.
like pulling teeth.
Oh, it was great to see Sam.
No.
Oh, Sam would have been like crawling in the corner.
Was that last year
You
we
did
the
the
interview?
turkey ball. The turkey ball lady.
Remember,
Butterball?
we didn't tell her.
Butterball.
We didn't tell you who it
Turkey
was,
ball.
though, right?
Sorry. No.
We said, okay, Sam, we got to bring that back. I'm gonna book an interview.
Don't do that to me.
And then-
Wait, explain to me. You booked
I
an
booked
interview and didn't
but
tell
I
Sam
said,
who it was.
No,
right?
I go, Sam, here's her name. Good
yeah.
luck.
I just had to call this person.
Oh, didn't know
and-
what she does for a living.
Didn't know
Correct.
anything about
Okay.
this, but it could have been a
And
celebrity.
they wanted to tell us all about like how to prepare turkeys
Then
for
you started figuring out.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, and then I finally, because I was like, oh, okay, trying to fish to try and get some answers.
It was so
It
awkward.
was stupid.
Well, Sam,
was
don't
awful.
feel bad.
You did great.
The most embarrassing interview ever was I had to go to the restroom and we were taping this interview. This is like 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's fine.
Jessica Biel. And I really.
For Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I had to go to the bathroom.
wow.
There was something wrong with our bathroom, so I had to go down another floor or something.
Sure, that's what you tell yourself. You do a poop.
Yeah, you went.
And when we came in, they already had her on the line. She goes, "Hi, Ryan. Enjoy your poop." I was like, "Oh
No,
my
she said,
God.
did everything come out okay, Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Because we had to
so
wait for Ryan to come
embarrassing.
back.
Oh my God!
Because
I
you only
wanted to.
get like 10 minutes with these people.
Right.
if
And they
that.
never call early. They usually are quite late.
And you did go to another floor because that station, the bathroom was inside the office.
Yeah.
I don't like those kind of places.
You had to pass by all these other
Yeah,
coworkers to get to the toilet.
And there's always that one person at work that just sits there and they're just watching the door
Yeah.
and just counting how long you're in
Ew.
Oh,
there.
he's been in there a long
It's
time.
like a bathroom on a plane. That's why I don't like planes bathrooms.
Well, sometimes you got
people
no
are just sitting
choice.
there looking.
I
and
don't
they're-
like them because how tight they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so small.
Yeah, they're small, and then you got people
And
just
then if
staring at
you're
you, and then there's people in line waiting.
Being pregnant, I couldn't like almost get the door open. I like
Oh,
had
right.
to like shift.
How'd that work
to
with
the
your?
side
I guess you couldn't
and-
go when you were by yourself.
No,
You go
it
in
is
there
a
with your toddler.
process.
Yeah,
well,
what do you
first
do
of
with
all,
Santi?
okay, real quick. If you go on a plane, anybody that's traveling with a infant or small child that still needs a diaper change, ask the flight attendant, hey, which bathroom has the changing pad in it? Because not all the bathrooms have changing pads in them.
Right.
And so you figure out what that is. And so when you go into the bathroom, so I'm carrying Santiago. I also have his wipes and his diapers. You go in, you have to like try and find a clean area to put the wipes and diapers down. Then you have to, because
Because there's not much of a counter in the
Where's the
lavatory.
Where's
the
that?
changing
Is it
pad
on the-
is right behind the toilet.
And it comes down
Like an
flat.
ironing
So it comes
board?
down,
Yes, like an ironing board.
So you do that, and then you put the baby there. Obviously, do what you need to do, and then if you're lucky, if the baby's not too wiggly, you can wash your hands real quick while they're there because it's such a tight
Do
quarters.
they have like a little
Yeah.
seatbelt you can?
No.
There's no seatbelts on these, and then if you have to pee. And they say like they don't have shoes on or something like that, then you have to put the changing pad back up. You have to pee. You pull your pants down. You have the child sitting on your lap while you're peeing, and then like having to adjust.
I would not drink any water for
It is-
2 days.
It is such a mess. And then once again, you have to put the changing pad back down so you can put the child there to sit so you can wash your hands. Like it's
That's why I would never travel alone with a baby.
It's,
How many dads do you think
something.
know that pain, Sam? Way more moms know that pain
yes,
than dads.
but when Mark
20%? Yeah.
took Santiago up to Pennsylvania for Christmas, Santi had 2 dirty diapers on the plane.
And he was by himself with
yes,
Santi.
Yes,
Okay.
so Mark had to deal
Oh,
with
man.
all of that. So I was like, he
Look
did
at that.
great. He did great. He did not complain once. I was like, wow. He did not complain once. So,
Well, somebody reminded
but a lot
me
of dads don't, I think, realize that.
of Charlotte Flair.
Oh,
my God.
How could you
I thought
forget
that was
that?
going to be your
I forgot
number
about
one.
that.
But that,
Do you have the
that
hello?
was
That's a-
more about awkwardness because she was willing to be a good interview. It
yeah.
just was
Technology-
technological breakdown.
technology
hell.
failed you.
Hello. And for those that missed it, 3 excruciating times Eric is telling her like a sweet story about how you mean so much to my
Remember,
girls.
Roula, I want you to
And then-
explain.
What? Hello?
And then I gave up. Remember, I'm like, oh, just screw this.
So I was at home. I remember I did not partake in that show. I was home sick at that time. I think I was going through cancer
You weren't
treatment.
th- you weren't there
I
for
was
this?
not there. And all of a sudden, I get a phone call like, oh, my God, you got to turn on the radio. Eric is having a meltdown.
Well, I'm so stupid because Kevin was working his magic in the studio because we were at home. He
Trying to
goes,
connect her.
He's like, I got it. I go, okay, we'll come back, which that was my mistake. I should have said,
Hello?
Yes, Eric, my gut
Because it
on
was
that
working.
Zoom. I was like, you really want to come back
This
to this?
was
We've tried
awful.
it twice.
it was awfully.
And then Eric's like, no.
But it was
we're
so
gonna
awful,
do
it was
this.
good.
We're going to
It
come
became
back and
legendary.
do this.
It's because she did not have her headphones in or something like that when we were using the satellite feed thing.
Oh.
We were trying to connect her in that way for high quality.
Hello?
What we should have done, just a telephone call, which we knew was reliable and could have
Yes.
patched through to you. But no, we tried to get it all cute.
Hello?
It's very clear that hello
It
is
was
very
really
Yeah, it is
clear.
very clear.
And she was willing to be a great interview. We just, she
Yeah.
just couldn't
We got to
hear
find that
us.
interview. I think we have it in best of somewhere. Just that part where you
so
see, you hear me just.
frustrating.
Oh, just lose.
Hello?
It's so embarrassing.
It's not. It's on the podcast. I don't know.
Is that where we put? Remember, I remember playing it
I know
recently.
100% it's on the podcast, but I don't
Yeah.
know if I played it as a best of recently.
Hello?
But I mean, just like, I mean, like in our files, like in our files somewhere for us.
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
It's
I'm sure
it's
it
in
is.
that file from that
Because
year.
it is so.
It reminded me of back when Meredith Vieira used to host the Today Show, which people don't even remember that probably now because Savannah Guthrie's been there so long. Meredith Vieira was trying to interview somebody live, and they kept overlapping with their delay. So she's staring into the camera, and the person is staring into the camera, and they keep overlapping, and they'd stop. They go, "You go ahead. No, you go ahead." And they're silent, and they'd both start talking again, like 5 times it's
I
happened.
think they fixed some of that now. Like it used to be whenever they were like, we're going to the Middle East now. Here's Bob. And then Bob
Just takes
has to
over.
wait 3 seconds.
Yeah.
I think they got a better connection now.
Well, coming up next,
Hello?
it's Open Phone Friday, 833-390-KRVE here on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. You can call us up, tell us anything. What are you excited about? What
We'll
news you want
interview
to share?
you.
Yeah, we can interview you.
Hello? Hello?
Next on KRVE.
It's KRBE. The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
And it's Friday. So we're all feeling good. It's a Super Bowl weekend, which for us, all we have to do is watch the game. There's no pressure. There's no stress. There's no traffic
That's
in
the
our
only
city.
good thing about your team not being in it that
Yeah,
you
no
like.
stress.
Just watch and go whatever. Just want
Do you
a good
even
game.
care?
Because
Like,
if the
who
Texans
wins?
were in it, I'd be like, oh, God, I really want them to do well. So it's not like a blowout like on Christmas Day.
Oh,
They're
Do y'all have
embarrassed.
a preference?
Last year
No.
went into overtime.
Oh, was overtime?
Yeah, it was
Again?
I believe.
Oh,
it
that was the second
Niners and
overtime ever,
Chiefs.
right?
Yeah.
Because the first overtime ever was here.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
When they-
so something close like that'd be fun, or last second.
I didn't even get any like fun food. I guess I need to go today.
Yeah, you're pregnant.
Yeah, you've got
I
enough
know.
on your
Cravings.
plate, Sam.
Yeah,
Come
but
on,
like I don't
push
have any
yourself.
weird pregnancy cravings.
You don't have to. You can just eat normal food, like things that you would just normally want to eat, not
Are you
something you're crazy.
having people over? Like
Buffalo
is Kevin
chicken
and
dip. You gonna make that?
No, they're going to a brunch.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, I don't even know what's
Yeah.
okay. So I didn't know there's something happening on
It's
Sunday.
like at 5:20,
I mean,
so
I
you're
shouldn't
back
go to
from brunch.
Yeah, you've
Unless
been
Yeah,
your
doing
you
brunch
can be
goes
back
late.
from brunch. I can
Well,
pick
brunch
you
Used
up.
to be drunk from brunch.
My brunch would probably go till 5.
Ours is
Okay,
very
so if you
casual.
leave, you
Yeah.
go straight to
Ours is very casual at the house
Yeah.
with a toddler.
This
So
is dunch.
A lot of dinner and lunch and brunch.
It's a whole day event.
Last night I went to an event. I saw lots of our media friends. I saw Derek Shore and the whole Houston Life gang and Pooja Lodia from ABC 13. I was very
Pooja.
excited for you,
Yeah,
Eric,
she's
getting
sweet.
your name added to the show.
They're good peeps.
It was Cirque du Soleil's premiere night for their new show Echo at the Sam Houston Race Park under the big top tents where they build them up. If you've never been to the Cirque du Soleil shows out there, maybe you've seen it. Maybe that's your commute this morning.
I
You're
love
like,
it.
oh, look at those blue and white striped tents. I mean, I'm pretty fascinated by the behind the scenes of things. And when you're inside a big top tent, Cirque du Soleil, obviously lots of acrobatics. If you've never seen it, maybe you've seen parts of it on television and commercials, lots of acrobatics, contortionists.
The Grand
Echo-
Chapeau.
It's amazing. I
Echo
have
is,
never had a bad time.
So what did you see?
Echo is a show about humans in the natural world and animals. So lots of humans wearing animal heads who are acting like animals. It's a woman with her dog. The guy's wearing a dog head and he's acting like a dog, and they're exploring like all these. This cube comes out, and that's really all I can say
is
about
there like
that.
a story to it, or is it just ways to get into the awesome acrobats and stuff and moves? And,
It is a story because every
Great
theme is a
question.
story.
like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
But they have something.
to follow.
This is what I've learned from going to different Cirque shows.
Okay.
There's always two people that come out first as kind of like the sidekick duo that does funny things in the crowd.
okay.
And they do like their own little stunts, and they're also immersed in the crowd, and they immerse you in the crowd. So those are the two anchors. They'll come around, and
Warm up.
then comes the story. The story starts out with this red head and the guy in the blue dog head, and they're doing something, and that then triggers all the other animals to come out, and the acrobatics and the contortionists and all this stuff.
Okay.
So it's just a wonder. It's the best way I can describe it is like a wonder, because you're like, I have no idea what's going to happen next, but that's unbelievable what this person's
I
doing.
think what's amazing about it is that any age would find this absolutely thrilling. I mean, every year they have a different theme to it, but just the physicality of it and the acrobats.
And Sam and Eric, y'all would have loved it. I mean, Eric would have loved it too, but more Sam and Kevin. If you weren't pregnant, Sam.
Yeah.
Last night I didn't realize because it was premiere night, it was sponsored by Stag's Leap. So
Oh, nice.
free red wine, free Sauvignon Blanc.
Nice.
Was it Stags
Free
with
Michelob
the
Ultra.
apostrophe before the S?
I don't know. I didn't pay
Because
attention.
there's a battle between the two Stags leaps.
Oh, I think there
They
was.
had to split it down with the judge, and I know too
Really?
much about that.
Eric
Wow.
thrills alcohol
Oh, but
news.
complimentary drinks while you do this.
I hope I'm saying the name of the wine right. I do believe it's Stag's Leap. But anyway,
Yeah, Stag's Leap.
so when I walked up, I saw trays of wine. I was like, oh, there's servers here in like the main like gathering area before you scan your tickets to go in. That's interesting.
Is that for
I
the
thought it was
media?
like some VIP thing. No, it's for anybody that was there at premiere night last night. They had passed wine.
I mean,
You get Michelob Ultra,
Was that-
free popcorn.
Or was that just for that night?
Whoa.
Oh, it was just for last night.
That's right.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
the,
yeah, yeah.
the
But
preview
still,
party.
it's going to be playing for quite some time.
Right, and it was really nice. And also, there was a rodeo event, a kickoff rodeo event last night that I was supposed to go to. And one of my friends from there's like, "Hey, I told them to start without you. Hurry up and get in here." And I said, "Honey, I already told you guys 2 weeks ago. I have not Cirque du Soleil premiere night."
And they're coming, some cast members from Echo are coming in Tuesday for Try Tuesday to teach us how to
Juggle.
juggle.
Oh,
The
that'll be
juggler
fun.
was unbelievable. And I even said last night, Eric, to my daughter, I go, Eric knows how to do that.
No, I can only do.
It is really impressive that you can do it, though.
I was gonna
But you
do
can at
four.
least do, yeah.
Three's easy.
You can't do what Echo does,
I
but
can't
you can
do
do
that.
three
Like,
at one
An
time.
average person can't do that.
He can bounce them on the walls and like
Yes.
lay down and
Yeah, I don't
on
know
the
how
floor.
they do
well,
that.
yeah, I can't do all
But here,
that.
I don't think he can do
The
that.
hand-to-eye coordination thing is
We have
just-
carpet here, so I don't think he can do it. I don't know. He's going to do just. We're going to move our show into the Studio 104 because it has the high ceilings.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So you can do stuff.
Yeah, and
Because
try and
he
teach us how
starts
to do
out
it, see
with
if we can do it.
a
We're-
regular balls to juggle, but then he gets the bouncy ones.
I just want to say we did juggling on the radio.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun. I'm
You
doing
can
it.
see
I'm
that.
doing it.
I swear to
How
God,
do you know?
I didn't drop any of them.
It's amazing.
I didn't
Trust
drop
me.
any of
Remember
them.
Will Ferrell
You
did
can't
that?
see. Oh, yeah.
Type in juggling Will Ferrell, The Office.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did.
You have to look at that.
Invisible, but he didn't have any.
Invisible
They're
juggling.
invisible juggling balls.
And I met a lot of our listeners who, some who got their tickets from us, our grand prize winners, and others who just are big fans of the show. It was a lot of love, and a lot of people were very happy for you, Eric. Say, tell Eric we said that's so great. It's the Roula and Ryan show with Eric now.
No, I appreciate all
It's
this
so nice.
media peeps. My buddy Owen Conflente.
Yeah,
Oh, Owen's great.
I've talked to him once in a while. I never see him because we're on the
I
same
know
time.
we're on the same time.
But we'll talk. And I used to golf with him, with your husband, with Tassos.
I know that was ages ago when
Because our jobs were great because we're done by like 10:30. We could go golf from 11 to 3.
Is he a good golfer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, compared to me, anyone's good. I am crap.
You probably golf like what once a year, maybe.
Yeah, not even that anymore.
It's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Yesterday, we were in the studio, and we have monitors. We have all the local news stations, and we saw that massive traffic build up on 45. A woman accused of causing a deadly four-vehicle wrong-way crash on I-45. This was southbound near Cross Timbers. Was awaiting trial on drug conspiracy charges in another country. The woman, 32-year-old Monica Valdez, is accused of driving on the wrong side of I-45 at a high rate of speed. She caused this horrific crash around 3:15 in the morning. Now, she was driving a Ford F-150, and the driver of the Jeep was described as a man around 50 years old, died at the scene.
Terrible.
After the initial crash, HPD said another vehicle struck road debris and a fourth vehicle hit the wrong-way driver.
And there was a guy on ABC 13 last night, Maya Shea had interviewed, that the woman who caused the accident had money in her hand, Monica Valdez, and she had come to him and said, "Get me out of here! Get me out of here!
Oh, yeah.
Get me out of here!" She was trying to flee the scene of the deaths that she caused.
We're not looking at a good person
I'll tell you,
here.
8 p.m. till 6 a.m. is the worst time because that's when cars can go fast. You know, 7:30 is usually slow and you
But
can't.
this
really
happened
move.
at 3:15 in the morning.
That's what I'm saying. See, between
You
8
fly,
p.m.
yeah.
and you're
Terrible.
flying on our way here.
Now, I also
Remember going
learned-
West Park Tollway? That guy was I was on West Park Tollway coming here, and he was in.
The wrong way.
He went up the ramp somehow.
Terrifying.
Yeah, and this happens all
coming
the
right
time.
at
me.
It's interesting you bring that up because I've got this
Awful.
next story. Harris County has seen 2,891 wrong-way crashes in the last decade.
And are they all drunk? They've got to be. How do you go wrong way up a freeway ramp? You've got to be under the influence of drugs or
but
alcohol.
listen to this. So nearly 3,000 wrong-way crashes in the last 10 years. 87 of those crashes were fatal. 111 people died. Now, the North Freeway is the deadliest stretch of roadway in Harris County over the
That's
last 10 years.
45 North, right? The
Yeah.
North Freeway is
I just want
45
this.
North.
Come on,
So-
AI. I need AI to get us all so we don't have to drive anymore.
For some reason on 45, that's the number one spot where they are going the wrong way. After that, other wrong way crashes were 225, the East Freeway, East Text, Beltway 8, and the Katy Freeway.
So basically, they always say like if you're on your two lanes, stay in the right lane because that left lane that could be the person because they think they're in the right.
They just entered.
They think they're on a 2-lane road. They're
Yeah.
drunk. And
Wait,
they're
the
gonna be
right
driving.
lane is closest to the exit ramps.
Well, like if you're driving
Yes.
and there's 2 lanes, don't be in that left lane.
Be in the right lane.
Be in the right lane.
Say you're going down Gessner,
Okay.
and that happened to me. Someone turned down Gessner.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You
We're
see
going
what
the
I'm
wrong
saying?
way.
Pretend-
Road or
just
Go
when
the
you're driving,
far right lane
Always
because
pretend
it's like,
yeah.
oh, that's the if you're on a one way.
I thought you were talking about freeways. You're talking
he
about
is, but I was
anything,
just trying to give
anything.
you an example.
Okay, okay.
like West Park Tollway has 2 lanes going
Yes.
north, 2 lanes going south.
So maybe
if
go
you're on the 2
on the
lanes,
far right side.
try and stay in the right lane as much as you can. You know, use the left to pass people, obviously, but I'm saying stay in the right as you can because that car for me was in that left lane. If I was in that left lane, I would have been.
That's
Yeah,
terrifying.
that's how I was on Gessner. It's terrifying.
killed.
I think
Remember
we've all
came in
encountered
crying?
it.
Yeah, that was awful.
That is
That was so scary because
Yeah.
I was like, if Santiago was in the car, if I didn't
Oh,
have
my
the big
God.
Jeep, like, just be smart, people. There's so many different ways to get home safely.
Yeah, we're 2025.
Like so
Lyft,
many
Uber.
different ways
I have
to
only
get
turned
home safely.
I've only turned down the wrong way one time, and it was the middle of the day, and I was in an area of town I wasn't sure of, and you know, especially downtown, some are this way and some are that
It
way.
is confusing.
I have 100% turned down the wrong way, thinking, "Oh my god, I'm the wrong side, I'm the wrong side."
Yeah, Shepherd Drive.
So I'm
That'll
just like
get you.
flashing my lights and
Oh,
honking, like,
yeah.
wait, I know I'm wrong. I'm going to U-turn. But it was really empty time of day, so I was like, okay,
And in
thank
my
God.
mind, I'm
Scary.
thinking of that scene from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles where they're trying to yell at John Candy and Steve Martin to roll down the window. You're going the wrong way. And he's like,
So
yeah,
terrifying.
they're
Yeah, it
drunk.
was one of those people over there.
That's so
All right, that's what's
crazy.
going down in H-Town. Special K, make us laugh.
She's been waiting for a front door, for 10 years that the neighborhood builder said that they were going to give to her. Well, it has come in, y'all. Finally come
Oh,
in.
that door. We've been waiting for that
Yes.
door.
It can at least fit a medium-sized dog through that flap.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord. We're going to hear that prank call on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric next on KRBE.